Now, here's a truly old Walkman. This must have been made just after Panasonic actually became just Panasonic, because I remember my mother had a radio recorder around about 1979, which was badged as National Panasonic. But this, as you see, is just Panasonic. This is borne out by the date on the motor. As I'm looking at it here, it's upside down, so perhaps if I stand that way, you might be able to see it. But it actually says on there 22nd of June 82. That was when that motor was made. Now, this is quite a hefty old lump for a Walkman, isn't it, as they go? And you can see there power is supplied by 4 AA batteries rather than just the 2 that became commonplace in the last years. The mechanism feels a lot more solid. There's big steel flywheel things spinning round there. A microphone here might lead you to believe that it's a recording Walkman, but it isn't. The microphone was provided so that should somebody want to speak to you while you had your headphones on, and bear in mind that in those days they were all big headphones like this, you might not be able to hear them at first, so you could flip a switch there, turn the microphone on, and then they could speak to you. At least for the first few seconds, when if you got any courtesy, I suppose you'd turn the thing off, wouldn't you? But amazing to think that this machine is 30 years old and still going just as well as it did when built. The only thing I had to do to this was to alter the speed setting, which is done right there. There's a little tiny trimming pot inside. Thankfully the motor has electronic control. The governator type of motor with its mechanical governor and centrifugal weights is a bastard to try and sort out if it's not running right, and the usual procedure I adopted if presented with one like that was to fit a more recent electronic control motor in. Anyway, the speed appears to be more or less as it should be now, so that's another one sorted out. Unlike a lot of the cheapy Walkman things, it's got fast forward and rewind. Your play buttons, this one obviously, a stop, rewind, fast forward, and then rather confusingly, this one is the pause button, but also serves as the eject. Strange old controls some of these things had back in the day. So all I've got to do now is put it back together again, which easy job to do, just 4 screws, all the same length, so I haven't got to worry about that. It's a Panasonic RQ-J11. Says Matsushita Electric Industrial Company Limited, made in Japan. So it is a genuine Panasonic rather than a chinky made one. Probably those little dials on the casing there could be read off to give you the date of manufacture of that as well. It's a good idea while you've got them in pieces like this to completely clean out any gunge that might be present in the case. This one's brilliant for that, because as you see, you can take out the whole chassis, and if you want to, you could even just wash this with soap and water. Obviously, you know, while there's no electrics in there to get messed up, that's an ideal time. That shows you how long ago this was. It's the little details that give it away, apart from its sheer size and the number of batteries. IC, integrated circuit. That was the later version of solid state, or all transistor. Oh dear, yes, showing my age now, aren't I? Anyway, let's get the thing put back together. See you again soon.